TOA community, welcome back. Robert Linkul, trainingtheolderadult.com, here to talk to you about your rucking questions. And today's ruck question number 2, is rucking beneficial for bone density and should ruckers extremity load? So yes, rucking is good for bone density. I will say that, and this is, I'm going to steal a line from Peter Attia. I was just listening to a podcast yesterday where he spoke about this. It's a great way to increase your bone density as we age, but it's not the only way, and it's not good enough to say, well, I ruck, that's all I need to do. Resistance training is by far the number one way to increase your bone density. That, along with a good diet that is giving your body enough nutrients to feed your bone density. And on top of that, whatever cardiovascular activity you're going to now participate in most cases, it's not going to aid in your bone density, but rucking will. Okay, rucking will definitely aid in your bone density. So yes, it's a great thing to do. You're getting ground contacts, you have extra load that you're carrying, you're out for a long period of time. However, it's majority focused of your spine, your torso, and your legs. So your arms aren't getting a lot of activity. 2 ways to increase your bone activity in your your extremity activity, your arms, and hopefully encourage more bone density growth in your upper body. Number 1, using poles. So many people think using hiking poles or walking poles is a wimpy thing to do. Like, oh, I don't need poles. I don't need help with balance. I can do this without the poles. The poles actually make it harder, okay? Just to give you a quick anecdotal experience of myself, in college we did something called a Bruce Protocol treadmill test. Basically, you're walking at 2 miles an hour, something like that, on a 2% incline, and every 2 minutes it goes a little faster, a little higher, a little faster, a little higher, a little faster, a little higher, and you keep going until you literally fall off. You're hooked into a harness, and you literally fall off the back of the treadmill. It turns into a thing where you're sprinting uphill, and then off you go, okay? So I did it with just my body weight. And then I came back the next week and I did it again using poles. I worked harder using the poles. I didn't go as far because I was putting out more work. I had a higher VO2. We were testing VO2 at the same time. I had a higher VO2 output. It's more work to use your arms. You're encouraging more of your body to be used when you're using the sticks. I was able to go faster on the distance test. Okay, basically we did another one where you're going for speed as quick as you can. And I was able to go faster earlier on. So it is a harder way to train. However, it will burn you out a little bit because you're using more muscle and more effort. So using sticks is a great way to get some ground engagement and some upper body activity. The other thing is called extremity loading, where you would put wrist weights around your wrist. I think that's much better than holding the weight in your hands, because you're going to fatigue your grip over 30 minutes to 90 minutes or however long you're going out. Hook them to your wrist, and we're not talking a lot of weight, 1, 2, maybe 3 pounds if you're advanced with 3 pounds, because this is extra stress on your arms. It will encourage more upper body activity. Will it really help and like drastically change your bone density? No, but it does encourage more. The other extremity question I get is, should I wear ankle weights? If you have any lower back or hip issues, if you've had hip surgeries, hip replacements, knee replacements, anything on that lower body, no, the answer is no. If your lower body is healthy, you can wear ankle weights, and that will encourage more lower body work. But remember, this is a hip flexor focused movement when we're walking. So if you load your ankles, your legs are heavier, that means more hip flexor is going to be recruited to encourage that gait with every step. And if you have an extra 5 pounds on every ankle, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, it adds up quick. So I personally have had both my hips replaced. I don't extremity load for my lower half. I do for my upper at least once a week, usually more. And at later questions, I'll get into distances and such. But that would be my suggestion for why you would want to extremity load, and very, very, very light, 1 to 2 pounds, maybe 3 if you're an expert level. Comments, questions, hit me up down below. If not, we'll see you in the next question.